Forewarn weather with Ashlee Baracy.
Well, good morning, folks. We have a terrific Tuesday forecast for you, and we're really going to take the wonderful conditions throughout the rest of the work week. Now, we are tracking some rain on radar, nowhere near Metro Detroit, but it is in Michigan, so up into the UP. We're getting some showers clipping the northern tier there, just below this warm front, but pretty much clear conditions draping other portions of the Great Lakes, including here at home. So we are less than an hour away from your sunrise, but right now, still pretty dark out there from our Windsor sky cam. But looking at our beautiful skyline, 49 degrees in Detroit. We have 41 in Ann Arbor, 46 in Pontiac, and 45 in Monroe, and pretty calm wind across the area. So your bus stop forecast for today, we will be rising into the mid-70s this afternoon. So still a cool start, even though a little improvement from yesterday morning, but you'll notice that we're a bit warmer this afternoon. You pair it with the sunshine, just a great day to be outside if you can. So your sunrise officially 7:09, sunset at 7:51, and as mentioned, we'll have plenty of that sun in the forecast for today. So mostly sunny conditions, and we hold on to sunshine with just a few clouds mixing in here and there throughout the week. Putting this into motion, we don't really have any moisture that's going to be dancing into our area until we get into really the later part of the weekend. So now I've stopped the clock at 7 p.m. Saturday, and we are starting to pull in some moisture from the west. And so at this point, I can't lock into it being right at 7 o'clock because we're still a few days out, but it could be as early as Saturday evening, or maybe we even push that back a little bit. But Sunday, I think we have a chance for some of those showers. So we're going to be fine-tuning that part of the forecast, but I do want you to know several days out that there's a chance for rain this weekend. Otherwise, I think that we get this noon game in without any rain issues. So if you're heading to the big house on Saturday, Michigan taking on Central Michigan, pleasant tailgating conditions. Now clouds will be increasing ahead of that rain, which might not be a bad thing as you're warming up into the low 80s. You're not cooking in the sun at the big house, and same for East Lansing for that matter, because it will be moving from west to east. This is a 3:30 kickoff, so we'll have to see if any rain does clip the end of that game. But for now, we're just going to call it mostly cloudy skies by game's end and going from low 80s to 70s as the day rolls on. So temperature outlook. Climate Prediction Center keeping these temperatures above average for a long stretch. So not just for the 6 to 10 day outlook, but this is going to be taking us 2 weeks out from now. And so September 23rd, we're still looking like we're trending above average. So summer-like feel is going to stick around for a little while. As we track the tropics, this was Hurricane Kiko that continues to just diminish in intensity, and the tropical storm force winds surrounding it will be dodging the islands as this pushes up to the north. And so I think you still deal with some rip current issues, but nonetheless, we're starting to see some huge improvement with that tropical system out in the Pacific. Let's talk more about the 7-day forecast because we're back into average territory, if not above it, come tomorrow. Average 77 for the high, 79 tomorrow, and low 80s rounding out the week into the weekend. Even these overnight lows will be warming up, so it won't be as chilly at the bus stop each and every day, as we'll be in the mid 50s to right around 60, and that chance for rain occurring maybe as early as late Saturday, but heading into Sunday, we'll have to wait and see if that impacts any tailgating plans for the Lions fans. Darnell?
Turning our attention to weather and traffic.
Traffic, we got an issue on Woodward and I-696, possibly a closure, so we'll get you around. That's pretty impactful for this time in the morning. Yeah.
Woodward's closed or 696?
I-696 reported as closed right now. I'm checking the cameras. It's reported through MDOT, but I'm checking the cameras just to confirm that it is closed. So we'll be looking at that.
There in Royal Oak, Ferndale there?
Yeah.
On the Pleasant Ridge area.
Put a hitch in the morning drive.
Definitely.
And it certainly isn't weather related.
It's not weather related.
Well, thanks, Ash, for your support.
We have a gorgeous day on tap today as the dry conditions will be persisting. We do have rain not that far away. I mean, it is impacting the UP riding along that front, but that stays north of here, so we won't have that system bringing rain chances to our area. Some thin high clouds with the sun beaming over us. Just a really nice start to what will shape up to be a pretty terrific Tuesday as far as the temperature department is concerned. 50 degrees right now in the city, 41 in Ann Arbor, 46 in Pontiac, and 43 in Monroe. Pretty calm winds out there. Monroe only reporting a 1-mile-per-hour breeze out of the northwest. The rest of us calm. So as far as the forecast for today, lunch hour for the kids, well, we're talking probably upper 60s and then mid 70s by the time folks come home from work, get home from school. And so it's just a day to try to get outside if you can, or If you need a car wash, this is the day to do it because you're going to get your money's worth. We have a nice dry stretch ahead. So sunshine in the forecast today, mid-70s, just putting us a couple degrees shy of what would be considered the average high, 77. Clouds and radar forecast. Well, we don't have rain to show you. I'm zipping through the week because our next best chance of seeing some rain might not occur until late Saturday. And so this model pulling it in late Saturday evening, possibly lingering into your Sunday. But of course, we fine tune that timeline day by day with new more high resolution data that comes in. So at this point, I'm going to keep the college football games dry. So kickoff at noon on Saturday at the Big House, Michigan taking on Central Michigan. It'll be right around 77 degrees at that 12 o'clock kickoff. We're warming things up throughout the game, increasing clouds, 81 for the afternoon high, and we'll be closer to that high temperature over in East Lansing for the 3:30 kickoff for Michigan State taking on Youngstown State, and mid-70s by the end of the game. More clouds mixing in. The temperatures remain the headline for a stretch of days. In fact, Climate Prediction Center not just keeping us slightly above average in that 6 to 10 day outlook, but let me jump all the way to September 23rd. That 2-week outlook, 8 to 14 days, still keeping us above average. So summer-like weather making a nice strong comeback. Tracking the tropics, so Kiko is just dissipating as we continue to watch this hour by hour. Great news, and those tropical storm force winds steering clear of the Hawaiian Islands. And so, of course, there'll be probably a higher tide from all of that, but overall, not an incredibly impactful tropical system. And not much that's impactful here close to home. You know, we focus so much on these afternoon highs rising above average to around 80 starting tomorrow all the way through the weekend. We also want to focus on the overnight lows. You can see those low temperatures not dipping into the 30s and 40s anymore. We're going to be in the 50s. In fact, maybe even an overnight low right around 60 degrees through the weekend. And so overnight lows a bit more pleasant and afternoon highs feeling a little more summer-like. We'll continue to track that rain chance for Sunday, hoping it doesn't impact any tailgating plans outside of Ford Field.
I think there has to be a balance between, like, you know, football and just the intensity. So him loving opera and Celine Dion. It's nice to know he has a nice balance. And gardening.
It's all coming back to me now.
Yes. So great to get to know him more. And definitely the right man for the job for our city.
Yeah,
It's just been remarkable the last few years.
Love that he got turned down for all those interviews before landing this one.
Exactly.
The two, you just want to hang out with them.
Totally. Yeah.
Very down to earth. Another 2 hours coming your way with Local 4 Live. We are talking about the push to make Michigan a hub for drone technology.
Yes, and then it is a partnership between the NFL and the American Heart Association. We'll have more on that. We're talking about NFL Play 60 that is heading here to Detroit.
And we are talking about some moments that happened on this day in history, including a major change to Detroit sports.
Yeah, our Erica Erickson is taking over for Nick Monticelli for our next 2 hours here on the Plus.
Major change in Detroit sports on this day, September 9th.
You don't remember because you
the
know the sports
guru.
history.
I know.
And you work here, so you probably had a little inside scoop.
I wonder if it's like the addition of a team or if it's like a stadium opening.
Oh, you're going to find out on the other side of this break. We'll be right back.
Karen, what is the